Hello there, everybody. This is Silent Mist, and welcome back to the vlog. Today I kind of missed today's vlog by a half an hour. Yeah, it's been a good 24 hours since the last vlog. But today I have something that I'm going to talk to you about. Something very brief. Well, briefly before we start. Kittens! This is going to be the last time you guys get to see the kittens, because I leave, technically today, in like 12 hours. But the cats, I'm going to miss these guys. They're so adorable. This one sucks his own tail. Like, let's see if we can... Don't know if you can see that, but he sucks his tail. It is the cutest thing. He is the cutest thing. And so is this cat. This cat is just a puddle of adorable. Oh, he's so warm. Cat belly. Cat belly. Oh, I'm going to miss the kitty belly. Yeah, I leave New Jersey tomorrow. Tomorrow. Doesn't even matter. And today I'm going to talk about my phone. I've talked about my phone in the past, but today I'm going to talk about why I don't like Samsung that much anymore. Actually, it's been sort of a brooding thing that has just been building up in my heart. But I am probably not going to be purchasing another Samsung device unless they fix this, and by this I mean unless they undo the stupid things that they've done. My phone... Well, let me start things off with a bit of a story. So, when I purchased my phone, I was happy because the Galaxy S4 has a really nice screen. I really like the Super AMOLED screens. They're just... I love the stupidly high saturation on AMOLED screens. Also, by the way, most of this stuff is going to be technical jargon, so if you don't understand it, just watch with an empty look on your face because I'm not going to explain a lot of it. But, it has a Super AMOLED screen. It has a removable battery, and it has a micro SD card slot, which is really important for me because I have a lot of stuff. How much stuff, you might ask? Well, in total, I have 80 gigabytes of storage on my phone. I have 16 gigabytes internal and 64 gigabytes in a micro SD card. I have about 11 gigabytes free as of right now, and that could go away at any given time if I decide to move some anime over. Almost all of that goes towards the apps that I've installed on my phone, which isn't too many, and my music library, which is quite large on my phone. So, the reason why I really liked Samsung was because of those things. And on top of that, whenever I get a phone, I like to tweak it a bit. And by that I mean I like to install custom ROMs and install mods. Now, when I first got my phone, perfectly fine, everything was going fine and dandy, I was running all of the mods that I liked, and then I dropped my phone, and the screen broke, if you guys remember from that one vlog where I accidentally threw my phone to the ground. So I just sent it in for repair, and because I didn't want to wait, like, it ended up taking about 3 weeks for my phone to get back to me, fully full and fully repaired. Because of that, I purchased another phone. This Galaxy S4. It's this one. Except this one came with an updated firmware. And I didn't even know this was a thing until I decided to go through all the normal procedures to get it rooted, to get a custom recovery on it, and to start flashing my mods. So, I go to root it. The root method doesn't work. I'm like, okay, let me try reflashing the original firmware. I go to do that. It doesn't work. So now I'm a little confused, and I go looking for answers. And while I was Googling things, I came to learn that Samsung implemented something called a Qfuse on their phone. And a Qfuse is a piece of software and hardware that is meant to only count up. Now, how is this a problem? Well, this Qfuse is meant to blow like a fuse blows. And once it blows, you're not supposed to be able to undo the blowing of the fuse. So, how is this bad? When Samsung updated with the update that was installed to the phone, that fuse had been blown, meaning that you could not downgrade it. So, that update also locked down the bootloader, fixed the rooting bugs, and made it so you cannot install custom ROMs on your phone. This really made me annoyed and a little upset because I like having custom ROMs, especially because of the fact that I don't like TouchWiz. TouchWiz is the overlay that they throw on Android that Samsung does, and I just feel like it's really slow. really bubbly, too appley, and just bloated. Now, that's why I want to get rid of it. And this is why I like Android and why I dislike Apple a lot, because there is the possibility to get rid of it. And actually the reason why I really hate Apple is because of the way that they lock down all of their stuff, and on top of that, their prices are kind of bad. So, here I am with a phone that I can't tweak. And then I learned that I can sort of tweak it within a certain set of guidelines, granted that I run a phone that is like in certain boundaries. Like, by that I mean I can install custom mods on my phone if they are based off of TouchWiz, or if they are based off of the 4.2 version of the Google Edition ROM that originally shipped with the Google Edition S4. That is because all of those ROMs use assets provided by Samsung's original ROMs. So currently, I have something called SafeStrap on my phone, which allows me to inject a ROM in as my phone turns on. So it'll turn on, go past the bootloader, and then inject the custom ROM into the boot order, and instead of booting to TouchWiz, it'll boot to Google Edition, AOSP, clean, Google, Android. The only problem is it's outdated, and there are a couple of bugs. Namely, Wi-Fi and data is kind of iffy, and I have no USB connection from phone to computer. So I can't transfer files via USB. I have to do it over Wi-Fi, which is for the most part okay, but if I ever need to move like gigabytes of data, that's gonna get to be really annoying. So because I can't really install custom ROMs to my heart's content, like I want 4.4 on here, Android 4.4, Android KitKat, because it's really nice, it's fast, it's clean, and it looks nice, and it's just all around a really good operating system. But I can't have it, because this thing had its bootloader locked, and the 4.4 ROMs don't match into that category of what it needs in order to work. So, here's where the big problem arises. Samsung currently is the only manufacturer that has two features that I must have in a phone, or that I realize that I really, really want in a phone. One of which is a must, the other one is it would be really nice if I could have it. The first thing is, I've already mentioned these two things actually, that it has a removable battery and it has a microSD slot. Now, I could live without the removable battery if I had a phone that lasted for like a good 2 days without needing to be recharged on moderate use. Those don't really exist. Not in the smartphone world, at least. So I could overlook not having a removable battery, but having that expandable storage, having that microSD card slot is absolutely crucial for me. If a phone doesn't have it, I will not consider it, and that's why I will not get the HTC One, and that's why I am really, really hard-pressed to getting the Nexus 5. I really want the Nexus 5, because I want to just never have to deal with the bootloader being locked. But no SD card slot. Samsung is the only manufacturer right now that makes a phone with the removable battery, the microSD card slot, and all of the other high-end specs like a 1080p screen, 2 gigs of RAM, and a decent quad-core processor. So, I'm at a spot where I don't know what to do. I can wait until the next Galaxy S line phones come out and see if the bootloaders are locked, and if they aren't, go with them, although then there's always the possibility that they could be locked down in the future again. And actually, Samsung has come out and said, all of this is because of two things. First of all, Knox, which is a security suite that they provide, and second of all, what was the second one? I don't even remember what the second one was. It all stems down to Knox, and then like Verizon and AT&T, well, Verizon. Also, I'm going to cycle the recording because there's a 10-minute recording limit. So, what is Knox? Knox is essentially just a security suite that Samsung provides for like corporate users. Like corporations, when they want to get phones for all of their workers, except they want to make sure that the information on the phone stays confidential, will use some sort of security, and that's why like they usually go with BlackBerry, because BlackBerry offers fantastic security. So Samsung was just like, okay, we'll give you guys Knox so you can lock down your phones. Then Verizon was like, oh, hey, that's pretty cool. let's use that to lock our bootloaders and provide everyone with a safe environment. So Verizon decided to lock the bootloader of the S4. And then AT&T was just like, we'll do the same exact thing, guys. So AT&T follows in Verizon's footsteps, and my phone gets the update. Well, the guy who had my phone before me flashes the updates that locks everything down. So there is nothing. What this does is it really impacts the developer community for the phone. Like, people aren't going to be able to develop for it, nor are they going to want to develop for it, because they already know that there's going to be a large portion of the market that cannot run these ROMs no matter what they do, because the phone is locked, unless they find an exploit, which could then get fixed. And so yeah, that's why I'm going to be hesitant about buying the Galaxy S5 when it gets released. I'll be extremely hesitant about it, because they could just do the same thing again, release it with an unlocked bootloader, and then later on lock it down. But yeah, that's my rant on phones. And the reason why this has started to really get annoying was because I've been using my phone a lot over the last few weeks, because I've been traveling a lot, and these bugs that originally I was okay with because I wasn't using my phone as much are now starting to become issues. So I have a feeling when I get back, I'm going to use the other phone and sell this one. Like, I've been on the fence as to which one to keep and which one to get rid of. Either the older one that is a little off, or the, like, hardware-wise, like, the screen is a little... It feels like... I don't know if there's anything wrong with it, but the screen doesn't feel just as it normally does, and the button is a little off. Or I could have the phone that is hardware-wise completely intact, but software-wise I can't do what I want to it. So I think what I'm going to do is, when I get back, is I'm going to switch over to the other phone for a little while and just make sure that I can install everything on it, make sure that everything's working as I want it to, and then get rid of this phone. So yeah. And thus my rant is over. Should I rant about things more, guys? I don't know. I need to have topics to rant on. That is one thing that if you guys want me to rant, actually leave, like, topics in the description about what you'd want me to talk about. Like, I can give my highly opinionated views on topics X, Y, or Z if you guys want me to, but I need ideas for that. So if you have ideas, please do submit them in the comments. Also, one other question is, I'm really considering switching over the vlogs to the Let's Play channel. Like, very much so. Because I feel like they would do better on the Let's Play channel as opposed to here. Are you guys opposed to this? Because if you're not, I'm probably going to do that transition soon. But yeah. I think that's going to be all for today, guys. I'm going to try and record a little bit more on the Red Cube server. I just recorded 2 more episodes today. I am pretty close to actually having videos scheduled, not daily, not even every other day, but like somewhat consistently up until my next break, which is not even it's not even 20 days away. Is today December 1st? Yeah, today is December 1st. It's 19 days away. Actually 20 days away, because the 19th I have finals. But yeah, so I've done a decent bit of recording. I'm gonna go do some more now. I'll see you all again next time, so until then, farewell.